friends. I thought I would welcome you into the new vlog and thank you for all the love on my last one. Car camping was fun. It never fails. You're about to get some Dozer ASMR. So this video is going to be a realistic what I eat in a day, 5 months post-op VSG or vertical sleeve gastrectomy, and I had it done robotically back in April of 2025. It's going to be realistic. This portion of this video, this portion right here, I am going to try to get through without keeping you here for 40 minutes. But this portion is going to be a little chatty. I want to realistically tell you what's going on with my life because I've had so many questions about my weight loss journey because of all the things that I've been posting lately on my social media, which has a lot to do with a lot of my like non-scale victories that I have been achieving. They've been life-altering, life-changing. And because of those kinds of things, if you follow me on my Instagram, if you follow me on TikTok, I just want to put it out that all of my social media is linked down below. I upload sometimes 3 times a day to my TikTok, to my Instagram. I also have a Patreon that's crafty. We just did buddy colors. We're getting ready to go in November. We're going to do a gratitude journal prompts and Christmas DIYs. All of that stuff's going on. That is also linked down below. And I also have memberships here on the channels. I have 2 tiers. The first tier gets you, obviously some perks and 1 extra video a month. And the second tier gives you perks and, like opportunities to like request videos, and you get 1 extra video a week. So just wanted to throw all that out there. If you're interested in diving in a little, following me and getting to know me a little deeper, other than just YouTube, I do have quite a few social media outlets. But I was very honest with you guys when I came back from my trip from Pennsylvania visiting my son that I had gained 5 pounds. I did lose that very quickly, but since that time, I have been fluctuating up and down those same 5 pounds. One morning I will wake up and I'm 5 pounds heavier, and literally the very next day will be down like 4.5, or I'll just be a couple ounces off from having lost all 5 of that. It's crazy, but it's making me feel crazy. One of the most frustrating things when you're on a weight loss journey is not seeing the scale move. I'm seeing a ton of non-scale victories. My stamina, being able, like I'm not winded or out of breath, walking, just the things that I'm able to do in my own house, the amount of steps that I'm taking a day. Those things are incredible. The way my clothes are fitting. But when you're not seeing the scale move the way you want to, it's so frustrating. So I figured it out this morning. As of today, which in reality, from the weight that I was when I left from to go to Pennsylvania, I'm up 2 pounds out of that 5. I'm not up the full 5, but I'm up the 2. And I just I don't understand. Yesterday I walked 2 miles. Like, it drives me crazy. But anyways, I'm trying not to become obsessed about the scale. But in any essence, since surgery, I am down, as of today, 56 pounds. 3 weeks ago, I would have been down 58, almost 60 pounds. I pretty much was almost at 60 pounds. Now I'm kind of like in the 58. I kind of fluctuate between 58 and 56 pounds. I've been doing this for like 2 weeks, and it's making me bonkers. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. Since surgery in April, my cravings have been very, very minimal. I'm very comfortable with putting whatever I can in a bowl, and I eat till I'm about 80% full, and then whatever's left it's just, I'm done. I've never been able to do that. I've never been able to put food on a plate or in a bowl and not finish every single morsel and get up for more. I can take 2 or 3 bites of something and push it away and not even think twice about it. I have my couple little bites, I get that taste and I'm good. And this has been like my MO since surgery, and it's been so freeing and just this awesome, wonderful thing that I just am so happy about. But this month, and specifically, the cravings have been insane. I also want to tell you guys that this December 28th, I'm going to be 46 years old. I can't believe it, but I'm gonna be 46 years old. And I'm in perimenopause. And I have not had my monthly again for 2 months. And I feel a little off. I feel a little out of whack. And right around on the calendar when I should be having my monthly is when these cravings were like astronomical. I remember myself sitting on the couch one night at like 10:30 at night going, what the heck is going on, Lord? Like, I could not get my brain to shut off. It was thinking about every food possible known to man. I even found myself opening up Pinterest and scrolling through recipes, just looking at food. It was crazy, like anything to subside that, to make it shut off. The very next day, I went and got me some sleeping medicine. I went and got me some ZzzQuil so that when 8:30, 9 o'clock rolls around, I'm taking me a dose and I'm making sure I go to sleep, because it was insane. It was nuts. And it took everything in my power not to get up and come out here and get into something. And I haven't had that in a very long time. And to be honest, with someone who struggles with binge, who had, not, I don't anymore, but who has struggled with binge eating and things of that nature, it was scary. It was scary. But being on a weight loss journey, and yes, I can see physical things and non-scale victory things, and they are the best. The scale not moving is bothering me a little bit. And sometimes I wonder, like, I am gonna be April, May, June, July, August, September, October. It's gonna be 6 months, October 22nd, and I'm only down 58 pounds since surgery. Now, altogether, I'm down 100, well, when I'm not fluctuating, I'm down almost 120 pounds altogether. Altogether, I've lost almost 120 pounds. Since surgery, though, since April, I'm only down 56 pounds. And it's averaging about 10 to 12 pounds a month, which I think is great to encourage myself and to encourage everybody else, because I get lots and lots of questions. And I feel like I don't, talk enough about my weight loss journey here on YouTube. I do a lot over on my TikTok, but not a lot here. I try to keep the videos very light and, happy and things like that. But I get a lot of questions, and I understand, because there's a lot of people who are on this journey themselves, or maybe is even considering VSG, or maybe the gastric bypass, things like that. And this was a huge life-altering, changing thing, and it definitely has life-altered me. It has altered my life tremendously, but for the good. And even having some of ups and downs and things that have happened to me since surgery, I would do this again. Like, I would do this again tomorrow. No issues. Even if I feel like I am not losing. But see, this is the thing. Everybody's journey is different, because right alongside all the people that I have seen lose 100 pounds, 90 to 100 pounds since surgery, right around when I had surgery, I also see people who have had the surgery and they're like 5-6 months post-op, and they've only lost like 25 pounds since surgery, and they're extremely frustrated. So one thing I've learned about VSG is that everybody's journey is incredibly individual. Like, you really truly cannot compare your journey to somebody else's journey. Some people lose a tremendous amount of weight. Some people lose very little weight. Some people are kind of average. I think I'm kind of average in between. But also there's other factors. There's other factors into, like, they lost 100 pounds and they're at their goal weight. So that means they were around where I am right now when they had their surgery. They weren't as heavy as I was when I had my surgery. Do you know what I'm saying? Other factors are age. The people who are much younger than me, they lose really quick. They lose super quick. I'm older. I'm going to be 46 years old. The weight's coming off a little slower. But anyways, not to get stuck on this, I'm going to show you what I realistically eat and do in a day. 5 months, almost 6 months post-op. Vertical sleeve that I had done with a robot. Robot did my surgery. I had a robotic sleeve. And I'm going to show you what a realistic day in my life is like. I opened up the video with my breakfast. I fueled my body, and I keep saying this, I say it, and I may sound absolutely crazy, and you have to do what works for you, but I have to talk to myself out loud. I have to literally, as I was eating my 1 egg and my 3 little pieces of bacon, I just kept saying over and over again, food is fuel. It's not enjoyment. It's not fun. It's not entertainment. Food is fuel. And I have to say that to myself over and over and over. And I usually do it while I eat. And I thank God for the provision. I ask God to bless that food. And I ask God to make that food fulfill me until my next meal. That I'm so fulfilled with it that I don't think about food. I don't want anything else until my stomach actually rumbles. And guys, that is honestly where I am at almost 6 months post-op, the gastric sleeve. And I have a lot more to go. Basically, a whole nother one of my husband. I still have to lose a whole person. I'm only halfway there. Okay, it's about 10 o'clock. So I had breakfast around 8-ish this morning. So now I'm ready to take my B12, my potassium, and my 1-a-day vitamins. My vitamins are very, very important. I have to take my vitamins or I have extreme fatigue. I will also take, see the magnesium? It's back here. Let's see if I can't get it to focus. My magnesium, I will take at night. I take that right before bed, but these are the vitamins that I pretty much take on a daily basis. So I'm going to get my vitamins in and go for my walk. And I also think I'm also going to go to Dollar Tree. So I'm going to get some steps in there too. And then I'm going to go for my walk. Okay, I'm getting ready to leave to go to Dollar Tree probably. And hopefully take my walk. It looks like it's gonna rain. So I've been doing one of these. This is like basically protein water. It's 30 grams of protein. It's blue raspberry lemonade flavor, 0 sugar. It's 12 ounces. I usually can do about 8. I haven't been able to drink a full one. So I'd say I probably get 25 grams of protein out of that. And I usually do these mid-morning. If I have my breakfast anywhere between 7:30, 8 o'clock, 10:30, 11-ish, I try to do more than half. So I get at least 25 grams of protein. That's about all I can do. And then around 12:30, 1 o'clock is when I'll eat my lunch. But I love those. I got that at Costco with my mom. Very good. Look, the leaves are changing. It's like overnight they just changed color. Look at that. I wasn't like that last night. This is one of my very first non-scale victories, which is able to wear a seatbelt. I have had many videos that I've done in my car, and you're all yelling at me, Missy, wear the seatbelt. Guys, I was too big to wear a seatbelt. Anyways, we're going to start the Genius Gourmet is what this is called. Sparkling protein, which is basically just sparkling water, but it's protein water. And it's actually very good. I let Savannah and Jeff try it, and they both liked it, so. And to be honest with you, Savannah will tell you because she tried it. For being, for being 0 sugar, it's actually really sweet, and it doesn't leave any aftertaste in your mouth. For me, it did a little. I think I'm just used to it. It says it contains milk and has mushroom extract to preserve quality, but it uses whey protein, and it has bovine collagen peptides, L-milk acid, citric acid from cassava I don't know what that is. And then it does say sucralose. I never can say that right. I guess it's just your sugar. But I highly recommend. This is how I get my extra protein in mid-morning, especially right before I take my walk. So I'm leaving Dollar Tree. I can't believe it. They have all their Christmas stuff out right alongside Halloween. Not a single notebook, not one. And I need a new notebook for my crafty channel because my daily journal finally has broken. It pulled away from the spine. So I'm going to start a new journal, and I want to do it in a notebook and decorate the whole front of it and, like, excuse me, make it mine. And the only thing about this is this stuff. Oh,
makes you burp.
Oh my God, does it make me burp?
Because it's carbonated.
Woo! Right through my nose. So anyways, we're gonna go over to Dollar General to see if I can't get a notebook, because I need one for my crafty channel, because I have my camping trip and everything to document, and I'm afraid to put it in my journal that I've been using because it pulled away. I'll show it to you when we get home. So I want to get a notebook, and I can't believe it. Dollar Tree didn't have a single notebook, not one composition notebook. Can you believe that? Anyway, I don't have a clue what I was saying because the camera just like took a nosedive. I think I was saying I didn't see anything at Dollar Tree that grabbed my attention because it looked like the same old Christmas stuff. So we'll see what Dollar General has and pray to God that they have a notebook. Look at the novelty Christmas pens.
I like this one. Beep, beep.
Okay, I'm out of the Dollar Tree. I'm out of the Dollar General. And guess what? It was $1. So it was even cheaper than the Dollar Tree. But I got myself a journal, basically. And I got my notebook. So now I'm going to go for a walk. And I'm a little over halfway finished with this. I'm going to try to take 3 or 4 more sips. I don't think I can finish the full thing, but I am going to try to drink a little bit more. And then by the time I get home after my walk, we should be ready to eat lunch. But this is what I drink about mid-morning to get more protein in. And like I said, it is really good. Taking my walk. I wanted to walk down by the water. Whatever motivates you, you know? Looks like it's gonna rain, but it sure is pretty. Look at that. Down by the water. Walking. Okay, I'm home now. It's dark in here. I think it's gonna pour. I'm glad I got my walk in when I did. We're home from the store. It's about 1:45, 1 o'clock. So it's about lunchtime. I'm going to eat. And I do want to report that I did finish that whole can of protein drink. I should have another one in here. Yeah. I did finish. After my couple-mile walk, when I got back in the car, I finished it. So I did have a full one of those. But for me, one of the secrets, really and truly, success-wise, is always having something prepped in the fridge. I always have something prepped in the fridge. It's high protein. So for lunch, I am going to warm up. This is ground chicken with little chunks of sweet potato in it. I'm going to put a little bit of butter, no seed oils, just a little bit of butter in my pan, and I'm going to rewarm that up, and I think I'm going to eat a little bit of cottage cheese with it for a little bit of extra protein. Or should I save the cottage cheese for dinner, because we're having chicken Caesar salad wraps. There's leftover chicken noodle soup too. I always have so many leftovers because we hardly eat. I also have a huge container of homemade chicken noodle soup that I made last night for dinner. But I think I'm gonna save that. I think I'm just gonna do it. We're gonna warm up, and I'm gonna add a little bit of, you know what else I'm gonna put in there? I'm gonna put a little bit of spinach in there too for some fiber. So we're gonna make a little concoction. A little concoction, if you will. All right, let me get some butter going on the stove. And when I mean a little bit of butter, I mean a little bit of butter. Let me put you down for 1 second. Can you still see me? Yes. Okay. Like, we're talking a little bit of butter. Just so it doesn't stick, you know? Okay. And then I'm going to get out my measuring cup. Of course, my 1 cup is always ready to go. Where is my half a cup? There it is. Yes, my half a cup. Okay. All right, I'm going to get my chicken and, what are those again? Ground chicken and sweet potato. It's like a hash. I'm going to measure out a half a cup. Okay. Okay. Half a cup. And I'm going to throw in some spinach and a little bit of cottage cheese. Okay. Let's get that going. Okay, let me turn you around so you can see. All right, I got a little bit of butter. There's my half a cup of like hash, if you will. All right, I'm going to throw in some spinach and some cottage cheese for extra protein. All right, this is what we're working with. 1 tablespoon of cottage cheese, a little bit of spinach so I get some fiber, and I put a little, I mean like a pinch. It's not even measurable of cheddar. And this will be my lunch. I'm not even sure I'll be able to eat all of it, but I'm going to try because this is very high in protein. Protein and fiber. And the cottage cheese makes it creamy. It's just yummy. All right, and that's what I'll be working with. Just a little bowl. I'll take you over here with me because after I eat my couple bites of this, I'm gonna film a short for both of my channels. If you guys don't know, I film lots and lots and lots of shorts. So on the days that I don't upload to my channels, you can always get a short. But doesn't that look good? It's creamy. So let's take a bite. All right, I'm back at my desk. I'm gonna get a little bit. It may look gross, but it's very high in protein and has a good amount of fiber. And that's very important. The more protein I eat, the fuller I feel, the longer. How did I say that? The more protein I eat, the longer full I feel. Does that make more sense? Even though the cottage cheese may look or even sound weird, adding cottage cheese stuff like this makes everything very creamy, and it's almost like I'm eating chicken Alfredo. You know what I mean? You'd be shocked, really and truly, what cottage cheese does. I put cottage cheese in about everything. It's so high in protein. And you can blend it, you can cook it, you can make so many things out of cottage cheese, and it's high protein. And this is really good, and it literally took me less than 2 minutes. That is a big secret in losing weight, is always having something prepared. Because when you get to the place where you're starving, you'll grab anything because you're starving. But if you got stuff prepared, it only takes 2 minutes. You'll eat right. Okay. I was able to almost finish all of it. I can't. That's like 2, maybe 3 more bites. I can't do it. I'm so full. And you can hear it. My nose is running. That's the biggest cue. For me, everybody's different, but for me, if my nose starts to run and I start burping, like I really can't push it. Like that little bit in my pouch has the potential to make me feel so uncomfortable, like nauseous, feel like I'm gonna throw up, like it's sitting in my throat for hours. And I'm telling you, that 2, 3 little bites that's sitting there is so not worth pushing past my full cue marks. That's one thing after gastric sleeve you cannot mess around with. And I'm sure the same thing applies when you have gastric bypass. Like when you reach your full mark and your body's telling you by burping, your nose running, all of that, like, look, your pouch is full. You really need to heed because, oh my goodness, just a tiny bit, just a couple spoonfuls more can really, really make you absolutely miserable. But one person, or being, as I should say, that is very happy that I had the gastric sleeve is my dog Dozer. He waits patiently because he knows he's going to get all of my leftovers. Instead of throwing all of that away, I just give it to him. It's ground turkey, cheese, and sweet potatoes with a little bit of spinach. Nothing that he can't have, nothing that's not good for him, and nothing that he won't enjoy. And I think he's the happiest he's ever been because he's not ever eaten as well since I had surgery. Because he gets all of whatever I can't eat. As long as it's feasible for a dog. I mean, if it has onions, garlic, and stuff like that in it, or avocado or anything like that, I know he can't have it. But if he can eat it, he gets it. So he's always patiently waiting beside me because he has learned Mom has always got leftovers. All right. I have been working on my channels and editing and all that stuff. It's about 3 o'clock and I wanted something a little sweet and I just like a little snack. I'm working on my water as well. I picked these up from Aldi. They're wholesome and crunchy cookie thins, chocolate chip, no hydrated oil, peanut allergy friendly, no corn syrup, no artificial ingredients, real chocolate. These are 130 calories and 11 total sugars. Let me see how many servings. About 4 servings. So you can have 6 cookies for 130 calories, which is great. So I'm going to eat, I probably can't eat 6. I'm probably going to take 4. So we'll just say like, what, 110 calories or something like that for like four of these. And it cuts my cravings of that sweet thing. It gives me something a little in the afternoon, after lunch, in between dinner. And they're delicious. They're delicious. And that's what they look like. And they're really good. And they taste like chocolate chip cookies. It's not that late in the afternoon. It's like 2:30, almost 3 o'clock. And it looks super dark because I think we're going to get rain. But anyways, this is the cookies. They're very crunchy. But they taste just like a chocolate chip cookie. And if you're having cravings, these do it. Like I said, 6 of these for 130 calories. 130 calories for 6 of these. I'm only having 4. So like I said, maybe like what? 110 calories? All these. Alrighty, it's dinner time. So I'm putting some of these Tyson crispy chicken strips in the air fryer. I got it going. I got some of these because we're gonna make chicken Caesar salad wraps. I'm gonna use these for Jeff and Savannah. I have carb balance ones, carb control for myself. I'm gonna make a Caesar salad. I'm gonna toast these in the pan. I have a salad mix here. Hold on. Here it is. I have a Caesar salad kit. I'm gonna get that going. I'm gonna add black olives to it. And we're gonna make chicken Caesar salad wraps. So let me get the salad made. Got the salad made, I just have to mix it up. These little olives are good. So over here, I'm gonna give our pan a light spritz. And I'm gonna toast up the tortillas. I'm just gonna toast them up so they get warm. While that one's toasting, come over here. And I will mix up the salad. Yeah, see how it's getting nice and toasted? It kind of bubbles up. Just to get it warm. I don't want it like super, you know, just a little toasty. All right. Pop the other one in. Okay, chicken's done. So we'll put one piece. And another one right there. So we have chicken Caesar salad wraps. Very, very good. So it's a lot later, and for a snack, I'm having some crunchy grapes. I don't know how many I'll eat. Maybe like 8. They're pretty big. They're delicious. No, honey, I don't want none. That's my snack. It's my evening snack. Some grapes. Gotta have fruit. Gotta have fruit to poop. It's just the truth. Okay, I'm eating my last one. I ate 6. They're big. They're big grapes. 6 is all I can do. I can already feel I kind of went over my limit. I feel very full. That's my snack.
That's a big boy.
Did you tell Dad that while we were driving, your phone was recording in your purse?
Dog.